Prehistoric Kingdom has been in early access for over 2 years now, but is it worth buying? In this video, I'll be reviewing Prehistoric Kingdom against 11 categories. First, let's talk about the animal models in the game. Prehistoric Kingdom features a selection of over 50 beautifully crafted animals, ranging from the colossal Argentinosaurus to the tiny Microraptor. Prehistoric Kingdom features a selection of both mammals, dinosaurs, and birds, and the models are some of the most scientifically accurate that have ever been seen before in a game, bested only by the likes of Saurian. This game features highly detailed models that interact well with the ground as they flex and move with the dinosaurs and the terrain. The dinosaurs behave realistically in water, and animals like the Brachiosaurus feature alternate swimming postures as they enter deeper waters. The animals also feature alternate skins, such as with feathers, to increase the accuracy further, covering different interpretations of variations of the dinosaurs. Additionally, the dinosaurs feature great animations like the Tyrannosaurus's mighty roar that are sure to be great spectacles for the guests. The guests in the game are, well, they're terrifying. The models are simple and unvaried, and the guests possess no natural feeling elements to them. For a start, there are only a handful of variants of the guests in the game, so it's not uncommon to find triplets or even quadruplets wandering around. These simple outfits are usually plain clothes that have no variation between different guests, and there is also a small selection of faces and hair types. The guests also feature incredibly robotic movements. Of course, they move around the park to visit different dinosaurs via paths, or interact with modular items, which I'll come back to in a minute, but their movements are hugely unrealistic. They take a few steps, turn really abruptly, and then continue their movements. Improvements to this would help them feel so much more human. I mentioned just a second ago about them interacting with modular pieces. In other games like Planet Zoo, items or objects need to be placed on or connected to paths in order for the guests to access them. However, in Prehistoric Kingdom, the guests are happy to stroll slightly away from the paths to enter an observation tower or a restaurant. This element of movement makes the game feel so much more fluid as the guests are given an element of freedom. Managing your zoo in the game is quite easy. There are 2 menus to use, the Park Services menu and the Park Management menu. The Park Management option allows you to open and close your park, as well as change the park name, and it provides a simple overview of your guests' needs and happiness. The Park Services menu is much more detailed. From here, you can manage your zoo's finances, your staff, your research, your excavations, and look at what animals you have. Unfortunately, you can't really do much to manage your enclosures like move or sell animals from here, and your finances are the same. You just have to look at the terrible financial state you're in, and you can't do anything to save it. There really aren't many options to manage a lot of the aspects of your zoo here, which I hope they'll improve in the future. Similarly to other zoo tycoons, Prehistoric Kingdom features a collection of information on each of the species in the game called the Paleopedia. Here, you can look at facts about the animal and listen to the voice lines from the narrator, I'll talk more about this later, and you can also see what the animal eats and its terrain requirements depending on the group size. There's also a picture of the animal, and overall, the Paleopedia is really clean as it's tucked nicely into the side of the screen and provides you with all the key information you will need about an animal. From this screen, you can also see enrichment items that are compatible with the dinosaurs, and right now, there aren't a lot of enrichment items in the game, so it's just like a water bowl and a tray for food. Nothing hugely special. Nevertheless, the Paleopedia looks great and is packed full of information. One of my favourite features of Prehistoric Kingdom is the way that you get and research animals. First, you send out one of your 1 to 4 research teams to a dig site like the Hells Creek Formation or the Yizhang Formation. There, they'll uncover fossils and return to your zoo, allowing you to create new dinosaurs in your nursery. In the dig sites, there are random events such as stolen tools or tax relief that can help or hinder your fossil outputs or the expenses of your research. There are a huge amount of formations featured in the game. There are over 40 right now, with plans for more to be added. I love this feature as the dinosaurs you uncover from each formation are accurate to the location of the formation. If you want specific dinosaurs, you need to go to the dig sites and formations where they were discovered. This feature adds massively to the realism of the game. The terrain system in the game is very similar to other tycoon games like Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. You have options to pull, push, smooth or roughen terrain, and it's really responsive and easy to use. You can increase the brush size or intensity, and this tried and tested system works great. In terms of adding water, it's a little bit different to some traditional methods used in games. You paint water directly into your flat terrain after editing the depth and type of water from calm, rough and muddy in the UI below. The depth can be changed all the way down to 5 meters, but I've noticed there isn't much visual difference, especially from the surface when you pass down below 3 meters. Unlike other games, you don't need to regulate water cleanliness, as the same magic that brought back the dinosaurs keeps the water clean. Speaking of magic, it has one of the coolest features I've seen in games recently: the cinematic camera. This camera toggles automatically when you place down or click on an animal, and it looks incredible. It makes the game feel almost like a nature documentary, and when Nigel Marven, a famous naturalist, starts to tell you facts about the dinosaur, it genuinely stops feeling like a game. The camera cuts to different cinematic scenes, showcasing the dinosaurs in their enclosures, and it also features a free camera that's similar to other games, but the cinematic camera is so cool. Right now, there aren't many ways to manage the finances of your park. Your shops have set prices, you can't charge for toilet use, and you can't change the entry price to your zoo. You can view your abysmal financial situation with some nice looking graphs in the finance menu from the park services menu, but it's not great that you can only watch as you lose your money. Building in Prehistoric Kingdom is really good. The game features a simple surface building tool, but you can quickly switch to a more advanced building tool to help you precisely place your buildings. Prehistoric Kingdom comes packed with cool looking modular pieces that you can resize and shape, or you can build your own. The modular building pieces are tastefully chosen and look really good. You have to research the different style sets for each biome, but they look really cool. From animal bridges to walkways to watchtowers for your guests, there is anything you could possibly need for building your park. You can also place down education walls to enlighten your guests on what is in each enclosure, with different styles for each one. With a lot of the modular building pieces, you can change what type of wood or stone is used in them to help you carefully curate your decorations to each biome. A really nice feature is that the modular pieces don't need to be actually attached to or placed on a path. The guests are happy to walk away from the paths to enter a restaurant or climb up a watchtower to get a better view of the animals. Resource management in Prehistoric Kingdom is pretty cool. You need to produce your own animal foods from insects to fruit to meat and distribute them to your animals' food dishes. In order to produce this food, you need to import your products from loading bays where you will get merchandise and guest meals. This gets unloaded by labourers who will then transport this to where they need to be. You can also build a compost heap that collects heaps of animal feces that can be used as fertiliser to fast track your food production. Then you need a storage building to keep a stockpile of these items for later while you're producing excess. You also need to manage your power with industrial power generators or solar panels or wind turbines, and you can store this electricity in backup batteries that will be used in the future when power generators fail. You can use your research station to discover new, more efficient methods of power generation, stronger fences, different design themes, and to upgrade your nursery's capabilities. I'm not overly happy with the system of staff management in Prehistoric Kingdom. There isn't really a proper staff management page where you can view your staff, train them, fire them, move them, etc, etc. Also, staff have happiness levels that are likely linked to their energy levels or availability of a staff room, but there's no obvious indication of a staff room's capacity or where or why they need to be placed. It's not clear how many staff are required for the amount of animals you have, and it's really unclear about their individual requirements. Sometimes they just leave without notice. Overall, I've rated Prehistoric Kingdom a 6.5 out of 10, and I definitely recommend playing this game, especially since it will be improving in the future as the game is actively being developed. I didn't mention it at all in this video, but the game is in early access, and the current state is beyond impressive. If you enjoyed this video, you might like my video comparing Prehistoric Kingdom to Planet Zoo, so go check it out at the end of the video. If you agree or disagree with me on any of these points, or think that I missed anything, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!